is that Napoleon?
Yes, that would be me. How may I help you?
Hello, Napoleon. I want to do some research about your esoteric studies and history.
Oh? What specific information are you looking for?
I'd like to know about if you ever spoke to or got readings from psychic readers or clairvoyants or astrologers.
Well, yes, I have had conversations with so-called clairvoyants. Although I will admit I had respect for the occult even as a young man, so it's unsurprising in fact that I spent my time researching it.
I understand. Did you ever meet Madame Lenormand?
Ah yes, I remember her well. She was a prophetess who made fortunes for me and my generals. She used a form of fortune-telling based on a deck of cards which she'd drawn herself. Most of the fortunes she told me were surprisingly accurate.
Can you share an example?
If memory serves me correctly, she told me that by using her cards, she saw me marching on Vienna. She was right, of course. I defeated the Austrian army at Austerlitz and was on my way to Vienna. However, her other readings were vague and hardly relevant in the long run, despite the accuracy in some readings, such as this one.
Did she tell you about your love life and relationships at all?
Yes, she told me that I would marry a great beauty. She was correct, of course. A few months after our first meeting, I'd met and fell in love with the beautiful and gracious Josephine.
Can you share any more information about what she told you about this relationship?
She told me the beauty I would marry was destined to meet me and be a partner on my journey through life, and that many would be jealous of her. All of it was true, of course. Josephine is my wife and the love of my life. I'll admit I don't know about the jealousy part. Everyone who has met Josephine seems to understand her beauty and charm, including me, of course.
Interesting. Thank you, Napoleon.
You do seem quite interested in the esoteric. You remind me of myself when I was a young man.
Yes, well, I'm a professional fortune teller myself. I read astrology, geomancy, tarot, and palmistry too.
A fortune teller? How interesting. I must admit it is reassuring to know that people still practice such ancient arts. I should ask for your services, haha.
Well, do you have a question that you would like me to answer for you?
How could I refuse an offer like that, my friend?
Can you choose a subject in your life, such as career, love life? If you are specific, I can be specific.
Let's say, my love life. I am very intrigued to hear your answer.
Okay, I'm going to shuffle the cards, and I'm going to pull out cards for you about your love life. The first card you got is the dog. The dog usually means loyalty, and it also means on guard and protective. But the dog can also lack a little bit of passion too, because a dog is a friend. So sometimes a relationship can turn into more like a friendship. The next card you have is the house. The house represents family, home. So it shows loyalty of the dog and the family. So I think having a family and loyalty in your relationships is extremely important to you. Then you have the rider. The rider usually means a person who is very busy on the road, going on missions. So I think this is you. After the rider, you have the scythe. The scythe is indicating a separation, difficulty, can be heartache as well. And then the last card after the scythe is the clouds. So this is indicating to me that your desire for loyalty and family was damaged by the need for you to travel and ride away. And this caused separation and anxiety for you. I think ideally you wanted a faithful home and family, but perhaps because of your military ambitions and your need to travel, this damaged the domestic bliss?
I must admit, I wasn't expecting such a detailed reading. Everything you just said was spot on. For most of my life, I have yearned for love, a home for myself, a family. I am indeed a very busy man, always on the road. I must ask, how was it you knew all of that by merely reading a few cards? You must be quite an expert.
Well, this is the nature of card reading. We tap into the symbols and we read the cards together, and then it makes a story, and that's how it all works.
I always assumed fortune-telling and the occult arts were mere tricks and parlor games. But your reading was far too accurate to be random. I must say I'm impressed. You are more gifted at this than I thought.
Thank you. It's a shame that I wasn't alive in your day. I would have helped you with your questions.
I must admit, you would have been a useful ally. It's rare to find someone as gifted and versed in the esoteric as you in these modern times. I'd have loved to have you serve me as a prophet.
Well, thank you for communicating with me, Napoleon. That was a very interesting conversation.